Hey everyone, we're back. A little late due to unforeseen events last Friday, but Legalia is returned and back to normality after fantasizing over killing this bitch. But that's enough of that. Okay, she did clap that. Oh, okay. Made some gold off of that. We'll take it. It's all in a bard's job.
At the ready.
Keep their confidence, if you insist. Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Well, first things first, who wore it better? Do we entertain Volo? Danny 40K, thank you for the third 2-month resub. Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Didn't you see the tentacled ship? It was an illithid invasion force. The goblins are being controlled.
Ye gods! Can it be? How terribly compelling. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Neither. It was a gold dragon. Scales glittering and wings gleaming. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon.
A gold dragon! How marvelous. Thank heaven you were here to specify, or I might have recorded a bold-faced lie. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Oop. Now we're getting some votes in. In the event of a tie, what should I do? I'll go with whatever this is pointing at, though I think it was just my original choice. Quite so, they sang the phrase like a battle hymn.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Dramatic. How has Maglabiat responded?
Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Well, what brought you here in the first place?
Why, goblins, obviously. Well, someone ought to chronicle these curious events.
And you're talking to a
I heard
bear?
The master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really.
Oh, wait, what about our conversation earlier?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Oh, okay. Piss off. Try something like this. Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
Words of mine will turn to ash.
Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down.
Moon reminds me of your grace.
Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Wait, that's it.
I own the rights to this song now, with the very least a writing credit.
Fade away. ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace, faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace, faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Dance upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will.
Where did Lae'zel go? Oh, there she is.
My dear old friend, dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Thank you. I was having trouble finding the words.
You know, the good thing about being a tiefling is that we don't really need picks with nails like this. Who's the song about?
Legalia. My teacher. And friend. Sorry. Damn it.
It's all right, let it all out. I can contact my producer and we'll bring you in on a sweet deal.
I don't usually. I'm alright. I haven't finished a song since Legalia died. I haven't played at all, if I'm honest. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
Well, you've come up with a fine tribute to her.
Thanks. Legalia made me love music. The sound, the feel, the thrill. But when she died, it was gone. Until now, I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch in my fingers to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to her. Thank you. I needed this.
Ooh, folk songs of Faerun. That's not really helpful, but okay. Oh, look. Background harmony.
Is someone singing? It's beautiful.
Shh. Listen.
I didn't know we could grow that kind of hair. Shouldn't be out here, it's dangerous.
Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful.
All I hear is someone trying too desperately to entrance you. Come back.
No, it's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Oh shit, I'm lowered. Wait, Lizelle, what are you doing over there? Actually, just in case things go south. Yeah, like that. Oh, come on, girls. Oh, I didn't even sort your thing out. I really need to work on that. Fuck, just hit her. Okay, that's not nothing. No, boy! Thank goodness. Go to sleep! Okay, well the crits are very helpful right now. No, don't get closer to that one! Damn it! Damn it! Run, child! Maybe some damage.
Your tricks will cost you.
Head, Harpy.
Oh, fuck! I didn't sort your shit out either. Unfortunate. I mean, you're not wrong, but... well, that was a trial. You're safe, little weird head boy. Fair little boy with very weird curls, fear not now the flying girls. No, that wasn't my best one.
Who are you?
I'm Legalia, slayer of monsters, teller of tales, savior of you. The pleasure's mine. Also leader of Baldur's angels, but that's new.
Wow. I'm Mercon. Oh no. I had to get the gold from the nest. Mole will be so mad. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donnie. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Well, if there's gold in that nest, don't mind if I do.
It's been a long day. I need to rest soon. Let's be on my way.
Lae'zel, can you throw me? Damn, too heavy to throw. I mean, I take offense to that, but...
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding. Without delay.
I wonder what the next move is. No one's stopped me yet. Don't waste a step.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place? Yes, I see. And is that with
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Gorgie, thank you for the 6-month resub. Just 3 months away from a sub, baby. I hope we'll meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Well, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. You're stupid and...
If Mole told you to jump off a cliff, would you? Oh, wait, hold on. Lae'zel, you should try these on.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Show me the Dragon Slayer.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Hello?
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Well, thanks. It was weird.
On my way. I have something to ask.
Yeah, just once.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done.
Probably kill her. Happy to help.
And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you?
Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? It's risky.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? So what? Should we be panicking like everyone else? We have a plan. We're the ones who'll end up on top in the gate. Anything else?
Well, do you have anything to trade?
Anything else?
I have a feeling you're going to want me to do something for you that I won't want to do, but what would you want help with?
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
An idol? What do you do with something like that?
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
Take your eyes off my hands.
What's going on back there? I could help you get it, but my time's valuable to me. And the angels.
Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut.
Okay, well, now we're just up to the binary choice. I thought that was going to actually commit. Are you returning to the murder timeline? Completely up to you guys. You missed your chance to attack Call God the first go. I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime.
They'll never see them coming. Oh, sorry, just thought of a new song. I smell the patriarchy over there. Pardon me.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
You're just gonna leave his body there?
He was joking about octa soup just a moment ago. Come on.
Standing too close to the ledge for your own good! Oh, well, that's disappointing.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
I mean, first off, pot calling the kettle black, not cool. Coin? Mistress, you've lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
A mind flayer abducted me, and its ship went straight through Avernus. You know, when you curse someone to do that, sometimes they actually do it.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
Have seen everything.
But were they made for walking?
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lezelk Chucky, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
Oh, so that only works from that side. Fine.
Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
Were they heading
No
to
thanks. Drawn in thick charcoal lines on an animal skin, this childlike portrait depicts three stick figures, a goblin with sparks in its hands, a square humanoid figure, and what appears to be an elf, each of them wearing a simple crown. Sounds like a whole bunch of nope.
Do you think your kin search for you, Laser?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the north.
I'll wait a little bit.
Notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
Weapon blueprints. A master blacksmith's work.
Not too refined here. Just quick ideas sketched out. You punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say murder or theft?
I don't like hyenas. We're not going that way.
But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know. It's been a while since these two breathed their last.
There are Harper and Druid symbols on their equipment. An interesting pair.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
Thrill as he manages a user interface. Oh, finally, that was bugging me.
How much farther can I go?
As far as I want you to.
That's curious.
It's a rock. Oh, there it is. Never see it.
Wonder what it opens.
Maybe whatever did all this bloody damage. Mogress. Oh, hello. Another femme fatale. Can I interest you in joining Baldur's Angels? You there, are you from Elturel?
Me? I wish.
Oh my god, you're gorgeous.
Met some of the Elturians who got trapped in the Hells, though. They did less time than me, but no easier. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did.
Actually, sorry, I think this is a more informational choice. First, I'd like to know how you control those flames.
Nice of you to ask. Lately, I've gotten used to being called Devil. No follow-up questions.
I'm used to that.
The truth is, well, it's a long story. And I'll tell it, but...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
How did you get on the ship? There's a tadpole in our heads, by the way.
Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlak. And you are...
Okay. Since this one has a not interested, I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm Legalia, leader of Baldur's Angels, newly formed.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. Played along until I could get the fuck out of there. It took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Fuck yes.
Okay, I didn't really have a choice there.
The toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
Okay, Shadowheart, don't say what we're all thinking, but you are saying what we're all thinking. I have not seen the new Scott Pilgrim trailer. Well, that sounds like a great plan. Welcome to Baldur's Angels.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Woo! I'm getting all het up. Let's make tracks.
Blood. This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
I do not need awakening. My senses are sharp as steel.
Well, I see we're off to a flying start. Oh, okay. I didn't know you'd gotten that far. So, we have a choice to make. I was holding this off because I wanted to get them all in one go, but since now half the team's at this point, might as well have a couple of polls. So, subclass choice for Karlak. We have Wild Heart, which essentially helps you, you know, you can fine-tune your rage a little bit. You have Bear Heart. While raging, you can use Unrelenting Ferocity, resistant to all damage except physical. Eagle, Diving Strike, which means you get up high and then come down low. Elk Heart, Primal Stampede, which I don't know what that does. Okay, it's a charge attack. Tiger Heart, Tiger's Bloodlust, which is... oh, it's a AoE with bleeding. And then Wolf Heart, which if some of you watch the group play, Jesse has, which has a target that gives advantage to other allies attacking them. And you also get Speak with Animals for free. Berserker is just your out-and-out barbarian. They get extra attacks if they're willing to add the cost of Frenzied Strain. And their improvised weapon attacks are free. Well, no, they're bonus actions. Wild magic is just chaos. Every time you rage, something weird happens, and you help your allies with saving throws. So, with that, Karlach subclass. I'll let you guys pick. Multiclassing, I'll say, is going to be an option when there's actual synergy, or else I'm just setting myself up to fail time and time again. Let's make this a 1 minute duration. I don't think we have to have it go on that long. Alright. Polls live. Do we go for Magical Chaos, Straight Barbarian, or Special Barbarian that can talk to animals? With 40 seconds to go, Wild Magic takes a very easy lead. 70% of the vote. Berserker coming in... Oh, no, Berserker and Wildheart are now tied and catching up. Wild Magic only having 46% of the vote now. About 30 seconds left. Wild Magic still sitting at about 50% of the vote. It looks like Chaos is a very tempting option. Looks like things are settling with Wild Magic at 54% of the vote. 10 seconds left. Wildheart isn't too far behind. Just about 20 votes, though. Channel points do... Oh, okay, there we go. Wild Magic wins with 52% of the vote. And because she is an Avernian tiefling, she gets a Searing Smite for free. Sorry, of course there's now more stuff I have to reorganize. Alright, put this down here, put this here, this goes here, this goes here.
What's next, I wonder?
Yeah, neat and tidy. And while we're at it, here's some throwing axes. You'll be needing them. Take some daggers, too. And this spiked bulb. And this skull. Here, you can have this hat, too. But don't show me where... Don't let me know you're wearing it. Alright, well, while we're at it... Legalia can level up, too, and she gets choices as well. So, fighters get 3 choices at this level. You have Battle Master, which gives you special maneuvers to use in combat. And usually when they do their maneuver, they add extra damage to their roll. Eldritch Knight is mixing melee fighter, or, you know, you can also shoot with dex. I made it more complicated than it sounds. You get your fighter, but now you can also use magic. Magic goes off of intellect, which Legalia does not have a lot of, so picking spells, I'd probably end up picking stuff that doesn't have to worry about save DCs or hit difficulties. And then Champion is probably the most boring, most would say. If you end up going with Champion for Legalia, that gives me a few ideas for multi-classing. But straight line Champion essentially just, I think at this point, just helps you crit more easily. So don't shy away from Champion. I think if I mix Champion with, say, Berserker, Legalia could still be pretty interesting. But when it comes to class options, it is kind of the most basic. Alright, here we go again. Alright, Battlemaster taking an early lead, but it looks like we only have single votes so far. 5 votes for Battlemaster, 2 votes for Eldritch Knight, 1 vote for Champion. Battlemaster staying strong with 7 votes, but Eldritch Knight is catching up. Eldritch Knight pulling into the lead. 3 votes ahead of Battlemaster. Champion still only has 3 votes. Eldritch Knight and Battlemaster are tied. What's Battlemaster again? Battlemaster gives you the maneuvers. So you get all these different options. I can only pick 3 right now. So it's kind of hard to go through the full list because they're all different. Pushing attack, though. She's able to push people back while hitting them. That's always fun. Anyway, just 5 seconds left. Eldritch Knight in the lead by just 1. Oh, no! Battlemaster ends up winning with 2 votes ahead of Eldritch Knight. Alright, so we have Battlemaster for Lae'zel, and she also is able to jump. But that's just because she's special. Anyway, so, let's see, what are good strikes? I can never say no to pushing attack, because sometimes you can, when you just want to do damage and also try to knock them off a cliff without spending a bonus action. Alright, let's see, we also have Rally, which helps her kind of play more of a support role. Repulsed, which helps her damage people that miss attacking her. Let's see. Sweeping attack. Swing your weapon. So, if she's gonna end up... So, Baldur's Angels, for the moment, is kind of complete. We have Lae'zel, we have Karlach, we have Shadowheart, and we have Legalia. Legalia, at the moment, can kind of hold her own in combat, but is definitely more support. Shadowheart's our healer. And then Lae'zel and Karlach are kind of splitting up mainline duty. So, she's not going to be our single tank, but she is going to be on the front line. Now that's useful, having them drop their weapons, because it takes an action to re-equip it even if they pick it right back up. So I'm thinking for her third maneuver right now, we could either do sweeping attack for more AoE, riposte to kind of add damage to anyone that tries to attack her, though it does cost a reaction, or rally so she can help out people on the front line. What's fainting attack again? Oh, so essentially spend your bonus action to attack with advantage. That's not terrible. I'm gonna go with fainting attack. That's essentially an all-in for her. When we just really want to hit something. And now she's gotten too much stuff, and I have to spread her out. Putting it there is kind of arbitrary, but I've made my decision. Alright, Karlach, you can stop bouncing on your feet. I get it. Alright, let's go check out these Paladins of Tyr. But before that,
time to get going.
Just so Lae'zel's a bit topped off. Magnesium, thank you for gifting a sub to Asgard. Oh, Karlach, you're already paying off. that so much. And Lord Archive, thank you for the 53-month resub.
Is this your first time on the Sword Coast, Lae'zel?
Yes. It is much more lively than the Githyanki slates led me to believe.
Just wait till you see Baldur's Gate. You'll never want to leave.
I'm surprised she didn't have a retort for that.
Cut it out. It's worse than Knowles out there.
Nothing we need to worry
At
about.
ease, friend.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Ooh, interesting tie we've got going. Alright, are you telling the truth? Hell if I know. What is truth, anyway?
Nothing in his demeanor betrays him.
Alright, follow-up was detect thoughts, so we'll try that.
The Archduchess will be delighted when we return with Karlach's head on a pike.
You can drop the act. I know you're servants of Zariel.
Zariel? Certainly not. We serve Tyr, Lord of Justice, no other. Please, mercy. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit, we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you.
Man, they're giving you a lot of options here to back down. I'm almost offended. Especially since I can hear, like, demonic chanting in the background. Hold on, let me turn up the game audio. Listen to this. You hear that? The fuck is that? Where are you keeping these voices of the damned? Enough of this charade. I know who you really are.
Enough. Enough. I'll not play pretend anymore.
You're doing a shitty job at it.
Going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Oh, girls, can we... Ladies, let's get inside when we're trying to make our challenging proposition. You kind of left me hanging here. Not a good showing, ladies. Not a good showing.
Victory awaits.
Let's get that nice sword out of his hand. Damn it. Try again. Even worse. It's that time! Oh great. You hurt us more than you hurt them with that. Karlach, come on. Occupado! Okay, good job, Lae'zel. The one thing you couldn't afford to get hit by. Okay, then fine. Fuck off. Free me from this. Okay, fuck. Come on, ladies. Work the problem. This is not going well. Can you really not hit both of them with that? There we go. Fuck! Oh my gosh! What are you rolling with these concentration checks? This is not going well. That was a problem. Alright, let's not go to the toll house. It's a silly place.
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful. Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers roaming the coast.
Yeah, no, we'll do it.
Good news.
I just need to take like 2 pot shots at these stupid dying hyenas. Yeah, okay. Only needed 1 pot shot. Up go the gnolls now. Bitch! Ow. Fuck. Well, this is going just about as well as the other fight.
Making a break for it.
A bit too late for that, Shadowheart.
Can't afford to let up.
Come on.
Time.
I hate that they're gonna have an easier time, but I really can't have them do that again. Oh, that's right, because you knocked the other one away. Damn it. They all have Revivify scrolls on them. We're good, we're good. Oh, fuck. And we're fucked. Okay, then. You know what? How much experience do I need? 17. Kind of really need to kill those guys, but also really need to be level 3. Or maybe, you know what? You willing to do a long rest before we go in there?
Those paladins I need to stop are that away.
Yeah, but we need to have a nap. Can we have a nap first?
Why are we slowing down?
Oh, it's the patriarchy again!
The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. You just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlach, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus.
Excuse me, this camp is for members of Baldur's Angels only. You better lower that blade if you know what's good for you.
You ally with an archdevil's chosen, and...
A great fire roars through you. The fire of the first hell. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Your ally's a fraud, a soldier in the archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you, I am not what you think I am. I'm...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldrin's helm, No. I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
We can either turn on her, kill Will, try to be diplomatic, or be diplomatic even more so. Wow, nobody wants to kill Will. I'll do it. Baldur's Angels need no man. Stand down. You saw what I saw. Karlach's not a danger.
The man catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted.
And Another chance to kill him. There we go. There we go. You know, as a tiefling, I find this prejudice very predictable. I'm gonna give it 10 more seconds. God, you're stubborn. Karlach's not a devil, and you know it.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly. For either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Don't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies.
Okay, hold on now.
Get rid of these parasites for good. And ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldur. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade. Your leader willing, of course.
Well, soldier, what's the word?
Well, this goes against the tenets of Baldur's Angels, but it's up to the voices in my head first. Wow, this is a split vote. I'll consider it. How do I know I can trust you?
Let my deeds to come prove my worth. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast.
Alright, I figured that was more of an informational one. Alright, alright. The more the merrier, as they say, but have fun never leaving camp.
Well met. And 1,000 sorries. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Blade it is, then.
If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
I mean, I feel like the leader of Baldur's Angels would pick 3, but up to you guys. Okay, alright. I'm keeping an eye on him. If he turns on you again, he's dead.
He won't. Someone wrong-footed him about me, and I'm betting we'll find out who before long. I respect someone who can admit when they're wrong. And stick around after, too. Plus, did you see his eye? Bet there's a good story there.
Alright. Just because your thought bubble is annoying me.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
If you weren't so useful, I'd drive a dagger through your skull.
If it brings you any comfort, my reckoning's coming. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
We're making camp right now. Well, good. I deserve answers.
And you'll have them. But I can't promise you'll like them.
Whatever. Good night. No, don't. Stop that. Eh, fuck it. Alright, maybe now we'll have more luck against those guys.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right?
Yeah, no, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're right fucking there.
Cut it out. Worse than those are.
Okay, ladies, this time follow me inside.
Please, no more. Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
You can drop the act.
Zari, please. We thought the tear will not consign us to our death.
Enough.
Enough.
Enough, enough.
It was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now, and I'm never going back.
I just like that bit right there. Damn it. Okay, this time I have another idea. Ah, shit, only 20%. Alright, then how about you? 35%. Jeez, they have good saves. Probably because of the him. Alright, then how about this?
This is gonna feel good.
Actually, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right. He did it! Get his ass! Fuck. You ruined my music! Throw her at her.
Time to strike.
do it again. Oh, hold on. Move over here. Now try. Okay, well, if that doesn't work, move back over here. And throw her at him. Beautiful. No, don't. That's not what I wanted you to do. I would hope her concentration saving throw failed. She died. That's honestly impressive.
What's this?
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Don't worry. Baldur's angels protect their own. Zara won't get near you again.
That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
Oh, jeez. Karlach, Karlach?
I'm never going back. Just try it, Zariel! Come on! That ought to do it.
Look what you did. You set Shadowheart on fire. And killed Lae'zel.
While I'm at it.
Where did she even go? How the— wow.
Wanna dance?
Guess I should have broken you away from the group before you did that.
My injuries need tending.
Yeah, we know.
Felt good letting off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should.
I liked the look of it.
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down.
You have a mechanic for your heart?
Wild, right? And believe it or not, I'm one of Zariel's least mutilated pets. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
Well, there's a bunch of tieflings at the local druid's grove.
Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. Tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Lovely.
Better than...
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Alright. It's time for our Bard subclass choice. So, Bard has 3 subclass choice. College of Lore is definitely your more spellcaster-oriented one. They get cutting words, which makes it hard. Means they can make what's the right phrasing? They can take hit rolls from their enemies and decrease them. College of Valor is kind of a midline fighter. They get medium armor and shields. I wouldn't really put her in the front line if she was College of Valor. I would kind of use her more like an opportunist. But essentially balanced offense and defense. College of Swords is definitely more offensive. They can keep a lot of their spells, but they also get a fighting style. Limited, but they get one. And special attacks, kind of like the Battlemaster Fighter. For example, they get the Flourishes, which is you hit 2 enemies at once. Increase your armor class. Same thing with defense. You can teleport to your target if they're within a certain range. Yeah, so essentially they get 3 extra attacks split between melee and ranged. So pretty much this one's much more pure offense, this one's balanced, and this one is more backline spellcaster. And with that in mind, new poll. And with this choice, multiclassing is still an option. It just different potential multiclasses will be available depending on which subclass we go with. And Ronan of Death does have a point. Since we are not bringing Gale into the party, Lore would fill kind of the party wizard role a bit better than any of the other ones. And right off the bat, Lore shoots up with 11 votes, because Valor and Sword have nothing. 40 seconds. Wow, Lore remains unanimous. 20 votes. 25. 29. 32. Not a single vote for Valor or Sword. 39 votes. 43 votes for Lore. 47 votes for Lore. 52. 50, oh, 1 vote for Sword. It's not a blowout. 10 seconds left. 1 vote for Sword. 69 for Lore. Alright, with a final tally of 0 votes for Valor, 2 votes for Sword, 73 votes for Lore, we are going with Lore. Extra spell. Heat metal gives us an advantage. Hold person's good too, if we can get them to fail the save. Every hit on them is a crit. Let's see. I'm gonna go with hold person, since it worked so well for the wizard we were fighting. Oh, we also get burning hands for free. I don't think there's any... Okay, what is this? Oh, that's right, I get expertise in certain skills too. Along with more skills. Let's say, since we aren't getting a rogue, or rather if we do, it will be a hireling. Let's do sleight of hand. I'm thinking expertise and persuasion. Alright. What would be a good other 2 skills to get? Perception's good for finding stuff. +2 is better than nothing. Well, I guess we are still getting +1 from Jack of all trades. Insight... I mean, at this point, yeah, I'm definitely classing her to be the party face, so being able to tell if people are lying would help. Now, where should the final expertise go? Should I put it in sleight of hand to kind of keep us as a good rogue-like character? Or maybe put it in perception so we can find stuff easier? Where would you guys put it? Between sleight of hand, perception... and insight. Oh, now that I think about it, survival also... No, but survival gets proficiency. We've got 1 vote for perception, 1 vote for sleight of hand. I'm not going to make this an official poll. Just, if you have thoughts, type them. I'm open to opinions. It seems like insight is definitely losing, but it's a tight race between perception and sleight of hand. I guess sleight of hand is benefiting from the fact that we already have +3 to dex, so perception is the one that would need to catch up anyway. Alright. Alright, and let's loot the bodies.
What's in here?
Carlac, I find that a fitting note of irony. How does it compare to the axe you have? Potato. Oh, I'll take those.
Need to find a way forward.
Ugh. That corpse is riper than a Manaurus bog.
Four merchants, single wagon, Flaming Fist Company. Fists don't pay tolls, they extort. Looks like it was about 16 of Uktar that things went to shit. Well, so much for that perception expertise paying off.
too big.
Looks like a trap. There's something more to this. What am I missing?
A second person to sit down.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Oh, does the helmet count as light armor? I didn't check that. Oh shit, hold on, I broke the rule. Sorry, that was built in.
What's cooking?
Yep, the helmet is armor.
Better not be cursed. With haste.
Alright, ladies, let's go. Lysel, you can have this. Hold on to that. I'll keep him everything else for now. Oh, that's right, cutting words. Where did that pop up? Or is that just... Target receives 1d6 penalty to attack, roll, ability check, or damage dealt. Ask. Though something tells me it's going to ask every single time there is an attack, and I probably won't like that. We'll find out soon enough.
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful.
Probably the paladins we killed. Oh, I'm sorry. Paladins, with a bunch of finger quotes. Let's see if I can't get you guys a bit more in better shape. Without spending a short rest, since we already did that. How many health potions? I mean, you can have one.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Feast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas.
You die now. Or maybe not. Oh, And I would have had inspiration to spend if I had honored our own rule of 1 per failure. Shit, I missed!
Quickly, but not quickly enough. She shrieks, thrashing helplessly. Her belly splits like a rotten fruit, birthing a frenzy of claws and fangs.
Well, that's just horrifying.
Watch it. That hyena's going for help.
Got it. I feel like that's a waste, but why not?
Moving.
Make way.
We're not having that again. It still popped? Yeah, so much for that.
Victory awaits.
Smell blood.
Place is overrun with gnolls.
Vile beasts. Nothing good is born from a corpse.
Let them come. We will rip them from top to tail.
Deliver me the chest unopened. Open it and I will know, because you'll be dead. Not a threat. What would happen if you opened the chest? Neat. Dual wielding crossbows, bitches. Karlach, pick that up.
What's this?
You might need it for throwing later.
Moving in.
But if the gnolls are that much trouble, then we're not staying here.
What's that?
Something I didn't see when I was crossing the bridge the first time, which was weird. What do you mean I can't go there? At this point. Still. No, just jump.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving.
Another episode? Why does this keep happening to you?
You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it. As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Alright, apparently, that's it. Alright, I'm a bit too lazy to set a poll for this, but quick chat question. Release or break? Or rather, gnome dies, gnome saved. Three for saving the gnome. Save. Okay, very overwhelming for save. Let's see how the goblins react to stopping it before talking to them.
What's going on back there? Go check it out! On it.
I think we can lay a trap. Everyone up here.
Look into it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The worms will feast on your sorry carcass when I'm done with ya.
Take two.
For the absolute!
You can't climb up here. Path is blocked by what? The rope? Fine. That's right, come up here, why don't ya? You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. Now fuck off! Really? Only 6 damage from that? I think that would have been more. Well, here's a little thump for you. Ah, camera, come on, work with me here. I want to look at the thump. I didn't know his friend was down there, that's why I didn't throw him directly at that guy. But if he climbs up again, I'll throw him at this one. Guess not. Well, here's something to think about.
Stop! I give up. Mercy, please. I know things. If you let me live, I'll make it worth your while. I promise.
Oh, you're talking to Karlach.
Sniveling makes your blood boil. You could give in to the rage and end the wicked little maggot in one strike. But perhaps he knows something useful. Your head aches as rage fights against reason.
I technically shouldn't have you choose, but I'm curious. Yeah, he's gonna have disadvantage for that wisdom save, so she's probably gonna cream the guy one way or the other, but good luck. Man, Lae'zel looks weird like that. Leave reason to the reasonable. Oh, nope, we tied. All right. Music will soothe the savage beast. I'll give her every opportunity to not fuck this up. Alright, that's enough.
The veil of rage wavers. Your blood seems to cool in your veins.
Well, what do you say?
Oh no, this is definitely Karlach. Talk and you might live if it's worth my while.
My lot are kept nearby. I can get you inside. No hassle. You can loot it, do whatever. There's a hidden path. Past the bridge into the camp. Over to the side before you reach the first guards. Easy.
I want everything you have.
All right. Just don't hurt me.
What? I can't hear you.
Nice.
What's in it for me?
Free me and find out.
Well, you guys voted to save, so...
Bagakabara.
Those pestilent thugs! Well, get on with it.
Get on with what? Oh.
You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
I'd rather know how you were caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years.
Which is also far away from here.
I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Delightful.
Moving ahead.
Oh, a shovel for you, Karlach.
Raised in the city.
Can't beat it.
I'm more used to feeling cobblestones underfoot than grass and fallen leaves.
Before I went to Avernus, I'd have agreed with you. Nothing quite like Baldur's Gate.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
But yours is so much bigger.
Glows marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
I bypassed your guards. If I meant you harm, I would have just killed you all.
Ah, go on. Ain't bothered mucking my blade with ya. But mind your manners.
I would say the same thing.
Looking ahead.
Then keep looking.
Please, we just want Marina back.
Hey! Something...
Lads,
For the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see me, Rena.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what.
Are you talking to Lae'zel? Oh dear.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
Oh, Lae'zel does not care. This has nothing to do with me. Goodbye.
Bollocks. You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Oh, yeah, totally not evil. Just killed 2 men right in front of us. Not gonna stop me from looting them. Dear Joe and Demir, don't get mad. I mean it. I'm only leaving this note so you don't panic and do something stupid. Too late! I'm going to the hag. I owe it to Connor to make things right. You know, he'd do this thing for me. I'll be back soon. Some word to Mom. Alright, she has enough on her plate. Marina. Well, she's fucked.
Have to keep going.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Ignore it or don't. Alright, what's going on here? And that's it.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
But it's so pretty! We could set up camp here.
Blood everywhere. Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us.
I wonder what kind of creature could have caused so much damage.
Oh, they left their loot behind. Free loot.
That might be worth a look.
Oh, wow. We're feasting tonight, ladies. Well, that was an ominous tone. We got a nice one of Lae'zel mid-flight. Oh, we just killed that one. And you got Shadowheart muddy. Ah, what would be a good spell to lead with? And these fuckers are a bit hard to hit. We could try something like this. Unfortunate.
Good idea.
Fairy Fire gives you advantage on attacks against targets that fail against it and become glowy. Also lights up objects, which is kind of more aesthetic than anything else right now. Okay, Karlach, I think you're gonna have to throw something, and I'm thinking this at... Really?
Handy.
Oh, well. Oh dear. Do we have anything that could help here? Fire. We do not have anything that would really help us with fire. But we do have this. Karlach, put this in your chest and see what happens. Burn, baby, burn. Avernus Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Enjoy being a diversion, Lae'zel. Oh, this is so gross. There goes that. Really? I mean, I guess it was within melee, but come on. You're dying.
Let's go.
Fuck. Now it's just you and us. Lae'zel, you're probably gonna get hit again. Wow, we actually went a full 10 rounds. Okay, good. Get away from Karlach, she's on fire. Karlach, no! Wait, hold on, maybe if we get her in the water, she'll cool down. She's burning despite being in water.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is,
we don't have it anymore.
I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target.
Well, get a coin slot in your heart or what? Because I just used it.
Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
Okay, well, I already did that. I mean, I'm not sure it's a good idea, because it's too late.
Believe me, I know that better than most. But the vast majority of soul coins are put to use by devils. Better for us to use them in the fight against evil. Next time we're in a mad battle, you'll see. If something wicked can be put to proper use, that's a good thing.
Okay, well, we can see what's happening right now. And believe me, saved our butts. But also, how do you stop? Until long rest. Okay, well, we'll just have to trust you on that. I wonder if the druids at the Grove end up using this place a lot.
Let's have a look.
I would hope you'd light them up or something, but alright.
Gimme.
Oh, actually.
What am I to do?
There we go. I'm sure the druids won't mind. Oh, no, might mind about that. A letter to Karga. Karga, Odalon has sent word of your progress. I am pleased that the Rite of Thorns has begun. I will depart soon from Cloakwood to Baldur's Gate. Should you need further aid from my circle, now is the time to ask. Once cloistered, the Emerald Grove will be the Shadow Druid's domain, and you, the first Druid. In Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Alias. Hello! Blackmail! It sounds like a time for a song! Bitchin'. Let's go blackmail Karga. If we can't kill her, we'll at least make her feel bad. Plus, Karlach's on fire. I'm sure the druids will love that. She's a rebel! Thank you for the 38-month resub. Hope you're having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm about to go give Karga a good reason to die. Ah, looks like Volo really did leave.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
Hey, Wrath. We found something on your bitch.
Until Master Halston returns, my eyes must stay on Karga.
Okay. Well, hey, Karga, I got you. I got your number.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
Well, I just happened to find something in here.
What?
Were you playing a 3 blind mice joke?
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Everyone points out my nose.
I can explain. Shh, shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Korga, what is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
Kaga's a shadow druid. She means to convert the circle.
A shadow druid? Korga, have you lost your mind?
You and Elsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony. Olladin speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin? The choice is made. Korga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Olladin.
The shadows won't save you, they'll corrupt you. Stop this while you can. Bitch.
No. You don't know what you say. In shadow, we are purified.
Korga's voice breaks and her lips tremble. She heard reason in your words.
That time someone said it. I know these druids' ways. All they touch is fated to decay. And their songs suck. Seriously, all deep, melodic, and just dreadful. Just dreadful.
When the darkest hour fell, it was us that brought light.
Yeah, sure.
Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Korga. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
Well, they might kill Kaga for us. If, you know, we were so inclined. Whoops. Didn't mean for you to do that. Can you push him off? Damn. Oh, this isn't precarious at all. Where's the other one?
My wounds are too much to bear.
I'm gonna let the druids shoot out their own, sort out their own problems. If they kill her, great. If Kaga dies in the attempt, don't know.
Aye, aye.
Any of you angels feel like having a meal? And well, that saves. Yay! The shadow druids are dead! I'm looting the bodies. No, they don't even have anything good on them. Sorry about the one guy who died. He was definitely going to be the easiest to kill.
If it's an argument you seek, you won't find it here. Whatever the Tree Father's judgment, I will accept it in full. You once called me a monster. Seems I've proven you right.
Protecting the circle was natural, but you chose the wrong path. The really, really stupid path.
I betrayed Sylvanus himself. Led the circle to shadow. We will stop the rite, and I will stand trial. My fate lies with the Tree Father. May he have mercy.
And what of Zevlor's people?
We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking.
How did the shadow druids even find you?
It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the rite to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in full.
That won't be up for me to decide. I like your idea, Silver. Let's see. Just like Kaga, we are attracted to the power. Damn it. Well, even if our performance failed, we come back to where we began, with Kaga, shockingly, still alive. But that'll be it for me tonight, folks. I will actually be back Friday evening just to make up for the fact that I missed the session last time. I like watching Karlach dance over there while she's on fire. But tomorrow we'll still be playing Baldur's Gate 3, but will be our group play with Stefan, Jesse, and myself, and possibly Nick. He is getting back from his vacation that day. It will be up to him whether or not he wants to still join in that night. But until then, folks, let's see who I can send you off to. I think Good Time Zone is doing a recording right now. Where did I put my phone? I was just looking at it. I've lost my phone! How the heck did that even happen? Well, that's weird. Anyway, fortunately I have other means of finding out who's live and who's not. It's just weird. Let's see here. Ooh, looks like Bracky's live too. I'm gonna follow through on what I said earlier. I'll send you guys over to Grant. So, hope you all have a good night, and hope you join us again tomorrow for more Baldur's Gate 3, this time with our multiversal miscreants. But until then, toodles!